A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel, the Twinflame Union, and in this channeling session I would be talking about the Divine Feminine wanting to have fun. So let's get started. Now this is the energy of a Divine Feminine who has been going through the push and pull cycle with the narcissistic masculine, an awakened masculine she feels. She has been doing this toxic push and pull for a good amount of time, and it is really, it has affected her in many ways, mentally, emotionally, physically, in many ways. And what is this feminine going through basically is that she has now learned, or she has understood that as a healthy person who has a healthy mind, who has a mind that can understand the difference between being content, being relaxed, and being in a haphazard situation, she needs to somehow get out of this whole dynamic, which in the twin flame world is known as the runner-chaser dynamic, and there is some kind of mystery involved with this runner-chaser dynamic. But in the runner-chaser dynamic, the chaser, and in this case it's the feminine, chaser can be even the masculine, okay? The roles can even shift. But we have to understand who is the narcissistic person in this dynamic. So the person who is in under control of the narcissistic person, the unawakened masculine, this person will keep you glued to them, or they will pull you back every time they feel that you are running away from them. So the feminine is not actually surprised now by his coming and going. What happened was that the last time when he went away, it was very heartbreaking for her. It was very demoralizing for her, very demotivating for her, because the separation was very long, and she tried to convince that person. She tried to, speak her stand, took stand for her, speak for herself. She tried to convince them that, I am the one who loves you, you love me, we are this, we are that, a lot of things. But the other person ignored her in such a way because they felt that there is no other business left. Like whatever I could get from this person, attention wise or energy wise or love wise or whatever it is, I have already got that. There is nothing more to receive from them. It's like, when you have totally squeezed a lemon, completely squeezed a lemon, all the juice is out. What do you do with the peel? You throw it away in the dustbin. That's exactly how they feel. But the feminine is not a squeezed lemon. And this is what she feels, that I'm not the peel of that dustbin, the one in the dustbin. So she's like, the juice will never end. I'm that type of a lemon. No matter how much you try to squeeze out the juice, it will never end. It will remain intact and solid. She's feeling like that now. This is the reason why I'm saying the title of this channeling is that the Divine Feminine wants to have fun, real fun. Real fun. She's not able to do this anymore, because people who are on the journey of awakening, people who have a very pure and innocent heart, when they are taken for a ride and when they are used in the worst possible way, it's like you love someone so much and they love you. So in this particular case, what is happening is that the love that has been given to her is more like a bait. It's more like the punishment and the love. Punishment is distancing, then ignoring, not responding, not being there. And this will always happen, or this happened in this case. Every time she felt that the masculine is very happy with me. I have done everything. When you do everything for them and when you make them feel that you are completely in their control. So when she made him feel that she is completely under his control, that is when he would distance himself away. Completely switched off affection, all the affection. Like just a week back, he was all loving me, giving me messages, sending me all this, saying how much he loves me, how much he cares for me, that I am the only person for him, that he cannot do without me, that he keeps coming back to me for some reason or the other. He doesn't know what brings him back to me, but he keeps coming back to me. So that, even that coming and going is shown as a compliment by the narcissist, the unawakened masculine. He makes her feel that even if I am going away from you, and I'm coming back to you, he says it in such a nice way that I keep coming back to you. He doesn't talk about I keep going away also. So she has been able to solve this puzzle, and she is thinking in her head that I don't know, what happens in my life in future, but in the present time, I cannot be treated like this. I cannot be treated like this. So I am going to go cold turkey on this person. Also, she was allowing this push and pull, this switch off and on, because she was in her mind or in her heart, she felt that, there is true love, there is a lot of love. But over a period of time, while she's healing, and she's definitely going to a very good therapist, I think, or she's doing really, really clear type of inner work where she's very, observant of the fact that the person who I am in love with, who I am considering so much, is just running around playing games with me, and this cannot be allowed again. So in the it's like the final time he pulled off the switch. According in her head, it's like she's thinking this is the last time now. He has done this 6, 7, 8 times with me. Now, whatever he has done, this is his final thing. Because I am not allowing it anymore. No matter what. Because each time he came back to her, he would make her feel that all of his interest is only and only in her. But because of some situation, because of some trigger, because of some problem, because of this, because of that, he'll always have a reason. And in most of the reasons, he would make her feel that it had something to do with her as well. Because of this, because of that, I went away. But I cannot live without you. I keep thinking about you. I miss you so much. You are the one for me. I realize it every time I go away from you. Every time I go away from you, I regret my decision. So please, my love, please, I really love you. They might not even say please because it's not required, It's not required for them to even beg so much. There only one message or only one call or only one, few lines is more than enough for them to do the work. But this time the feminine is like, no. This is not gonna happen. So this switching off or of attention or of affection or acting like they're uninterested in you. They were never interested in you. And that's the part that really pissed her off, is because when he went away or whenever he went away, he would act as if he was never really interested in her. Why? She asked him, why are you doing this to me? And he would be like, it's all because of you. It's all because of the way you are. It's because of the way you act, because of the way you behave. It is so annoying and this and that. So she got a very bad wound. But as soon as she started getting healing for the wound, getting some therapy, she found the trauma. And, in many cases, if this type of trauma bond is strong, then it's very, very difficult for the feminine to get out of this. She cannot. It's impossible, because one love message, one love note, one email, one such phone call, one such message, it's more than enough. It's more than enough for her to forget everything, to forget years of agonies, years of pain, years of indifferent attitude, of ghosting, of vanishing. Everything she will forget, and he knows that. That's his charm. He knows that. He knows that I'm so charming, or I can say certain things like, I love you so much. You're the only person I love. I miss you. But they will say it. They will say all these loving things. They will say it one by one. They never reveal all the cards at the same time. Now, why am I saying they and not him or her? Because I know that there are not just one person who is going to resonate with this, not just one feminine, but many are going to resonate with this. And this is the reason why I made this separate channel, or I was guided to make a separate channel, because in one of the channel we have different messages, but in this channel we have these type of messages, So, because not everyone in the twin flame journey is supposed to unite, and it is not even advisable for them to unite, because the divine masculine, or so-called divine masculine, that is refusing to awaken himself. They don't want to get awakened, and you cannot give food to someone whose stomach is already full. Or maybe their role in life or their awakening cannot happen right now, because your awakening is happening. And your awakening is going to happen in such a big way that they are not even ready for it. But they had to play a part in your awakening as a catalyst. By treating you so badly, by treating you in so many toxic ways, inhuman, insensitive, toxic ways, that would awaken you, that would give you such a big soul shock. That would be like the tightest slap on your face, when you're unconscious. Or someone puts a bucket of water on you, and suddenly, you are like, oh my God. That type of a soul shock when you're not even wrong. If you're wrong, you get punished. Sometimes a lot of people are like, yeah, I was wrong, so I got punished. It's okay. It was my mistake. But in this case, there is no such thing, the feminine has not done anything wrong to him. She has done, only thing she's done is given him as much love, understanding, acceptance, patience, waiting for years and years, always being there, like a doormat, ready to be stepped over. Also, what happened with this feminine is that she was craving, some kind of validation, some kind of positive feedback from the masculine, but they never gave that. They were only throwing crumbs, or they were only throwing like little morsels. As I've said it in one of the similar channeling, that they like to keep a person starving. They like to starve a person, like they'll give only half food, or they'll only give some food, or they'll give you something really delicious to eat, only a bite of it, only 2 bites of it, and then they will take it away. They will show you such big dreams. They will show you so many fantasies. Again, I'm saying so many fantasies, so many dreams, so many beautiful talks, such talks that will make you go like, oh my God, like, wow, is this really going to happen? And they are not successful at doing this for some time. They can do it for really long. And when it comes to getting sympathy, they are really good at it. They can get so much sympathy from people. They will cry. It will appear as if they have a tap fixed in their eyes. They just have to turn the tap and the water will start flowing. It's like a automatic, like a remote control. Like they can tell their eyes, okay, start crying. We need the tears. That type of a person. So the divine feminine is done with this. She's done with these breadcrumbs. She's done with this little bites of food. She's done with this pushing away. Because every time this person pushed her away, ran away, it made her feel that now the person doesn't care for me. And then she would start giving up, or she would, move on from it, and she would start living her life. But that is not what they want. The narcissistic person, once he has his eyes on you or her, it can be he, it can be she, they will always stalk you. They'll always keep a check on you. And they would want you to do the same for them. They would want you to stalk them. They would want you to, know about them. And they always have a very nice public image. Very nice, very beautiful public image. So, they feel good, like, yeah, someone is stalking me. But why would someone stalk you? Why would someone stalk them? Only when you take the, opportunity, or take the right to be contacted, or the right to be, because every time the feminine contacted him, he actually made her feel like they have never met, they've never known each other. He would make her feel like, why are you contacting me? Like, sorry, I'm sorry, did you just call me? Why are you calling me? So those insults that she got, she doesn't want to chase him anymore. She feels like, what is wrong with me? What do I lack in me that I am, going up to this man time and again, time and again, time and again? There has to be some other reason. And this only comes when a person starts doing some kind of healing work, some kind of therapy, some kind of connection with the source is very important, because most people who overcome these narcissistic situations, they have to be extremely and immensely strong-willed, and they somehow manage to develop self-love in such a beautiful way that they don't need the narcissist anymore. Then the narcissist keep calling them, messaging them, but that will never end, because this feminine feels that this is never ending, because the duration of this push and pull has been so long already. And in this duration, it's not like she has not grown. She has grown as a person, and she can understand that, yes, I have grown from where I was 10 years back to where I am now. Now I am totally independent. I don't have codependency issues, and I am healing other templates in my life which have led to this condition or this situation, So one has to be really strong-willed to not go back to this push and pull dynamic. So after doing this for 10 years, she's a very mature, very wise, very intelligent person who has realized that this push and pull cannot end. This runner and chaser dynamic is like, psychological brainwashing and very misery. There is a lot of misery in this, miserable energy. There is some kind of anxiety, lot of anxiety, then there is depression. So when this person contacts you back, there is a lot of ecstasy, excitement, thrill. Again, they are messaging me, oh my God, now they're writing such cute messages. They keep growing. Once the narcissist feels, or the unawakened, this type of a person feels that this is the maximum I could have given. Like maybe, this person meets a girl. Now, another hypothetical example. Maybe there is a narcissist who meets a very attractive woman, who's also a very nice person, who's also a very warm and friendly, kind-hearted lady on a sort of a mission, and he's like, wow, she is full of sympathy. And I've always said, don't get into sympathy, always have empathy, because then in empathy you are able to practice discernment, and you're very detached. Even when you're helping people out, even when you're serving other people out, you're very detached. So at that point in time, obviously she's not like that. She's still into attachments, very stuck, very trapped into attachments, which in Hindi we called asakti. So he is like, she's perfect for me, and I will talk to her and this and that. So he starts talking to her. He will treat her very nicely. Now he wants to have sex with her, or maybe there is one of these major things is sexual intercourse, or some kind of sexual exchange, because then that will also help him control this person more. Maybe if not physically he can do it, then he will do it via phone calls. And there are people who have been in these type of bondages for years, where they are, communicating with the person over the phone. They are making out, they're, having these sexting, these messages and whatnot. But in reality, in real world, they have no connection whatsoever. So it is a very emotionally draining and a very troublesome situation. Now, because they have put this person on the pedestal, they are always waiting for this person to return. And that gives them a very, that type of energy, which is incomplete energy, very energy that requires validation, and therefore they will have some kind of diseases, and they will not be able to succeed fully. So once the feminine is like, I'm done with this, 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, even for anyone, who's going through this, 8 years, 12 years, push and pull, come back, go, come back, go, come back, go. Then there is misery, and every time he comes back, he always comes back after she has done a considerable amount of work, and whenever he goes back, she's back to square one. She feels like he has completely drained her so badly that for some days she doesn't even want to step out of her room. She goes through the dark night of the soul repeatedly. So that's why this time she decides to go cold turkey on this person. And how do you go cold turkey? She thinks a lot about it, like, how should I go cold turkey? So this time she's decided, and she's actually practicing it, that she will not stalk him on Facebook. She will not stalk him on any of these places where he can be stalked. And the crazy part is that he knows that she will stalk him. So he blocks her on purpose. That creates this and he's doing it to others. He's also blocked by many. Any girl who's awakened and any girl who's intelligent, wise, she will not like to be in touch with him. So she blocks him away, or she doesn't contact him. So he is checking them out from other places and other profiles. He knows that. So that's the reason why he blocks her too, or he blocks all the victims too. She is not the only one he's been talking to. He's been talking to many. His phone book or his messages or messenger is full of these girls, and he's always hopping from one person to another, then coming back to the other, then checking on the other. So she has completely stopped stalking him. She is now renewing all her hobbies, all her interests, honestly, I did not know that this channeling will become so lengthy. So I'm going to stop right here. And I will come back in some time and I will speak about what happens next. And indeed, the feminine is in the mood to have fun, and she's definitely going to have fun because she has figured out some of the key things that she should not be doing anymore if she wants to clear her energy, and if she wants to stop this person from taking up all her resources, all her energy, and most importantly the self-respect that she had developed in her. So on that note, I'll be closing this particular channeling, the part 1. Part 2 will be presented to you soon. Thank you so much for being here. One love and peace out.